Hey everybody, it's your girl Jazz, and I pray all is well with you today. If you are snowed in, like I am, I pray that you are staying warm, and I pray that you got some socks on your feet, and you're eating soups and got the fireplace going and all that good stuff. But anyway, we are going to discuss sisters, and we're going to discuss a theory. We're going to discuss a big question that I have, which is, where is all of Karen's money going? All right, so let's get into it, shall we? All right, so when Karen first came on the scene in season 1, we saw this businesswoman with her own salon. And then as the episodes went by in season 1, come to find out, Andi actually fronted her the money for as an investment for the salon, because I want to say that was season 1, episode 6, when, Andi came to visit and she was like, oh, Karen was like, oh, I'm finally making some money. And then it's like, cool, you can start paying me back, right? And so we find out there that Andi actually is who gave her the money. Now I don't know if she loaned her well, yeah, she did loan it, because she says to Karen, cool, you finally making some money in here, you can start paying me back, right? And so fast forward to, I believe, season 3. Now she kept this a secret from everybody, but she kept this a secret from everybody, but one of her stylists left, and she started getting worried that was going to interfere with her business. Clients was going to start leaving, because he left and started taking some clients with him when he did leave, right? So clients was leaving, which meant money was getting taken out of her pockets as well. And so she actually was getting worried about that. And when Zach walked in, when Zach came in and gave her a check for $75,000, she actually called him the next day and was like, look, the girls don't know this, but one of my stylists left, and things have been tight around here, and I actually was started getting worried until you gave me that check. Stuff started happening there. I'll do a video about that, because y'all have been asking me to do a breakdown. Y'all been asking me to do a breakdown about Karen, Zach, and Fatima. I got y'all. I'll do that later. But anyway, so he gives her a check for $75,000. She goes to the bank, puts it in the bank. We don't see anything about that or hear anything about that anymore until Zach brings it up again when she does a letter reading, and he says, she's bringing up all this stuff, but she's not mentioning the good. She's mentioning only the bad times, but she's not mentioning the good times, and she's not mentioning the fact that I always tried to give her some money. She's not mentioning the fact that I hated that I couldn't provide, and she also is not mentioning the fact that I gave her $75,000. And Karen says, well, that's not enough. So anyway, now also, mind you, if you think back on it, Pam has access to Karen's books. Pam knows how much Karen makes. Pam knows what the accounting books look like and everything. And if you notice, from season 1 up until now, Pam is always saying, now Karen girl, you need this money, as in if to say that Karen don't have no money, And Pam even made mention of this in season 1 to Zach, when she said to Zach, hey Zach, I know that Karen loves you and will do anything for you. And when things are going good, when she's with you, she's happy. And when things are going good with you and her, the money is coming in. Okay. So there's that. Now here's a theory that I have as far as well, hold on, I'll get there. Let me paint the picture. Let me keep painting the picture. Okay. So, like I said, we don't hear mention of the $75,000 that Zach gave her anymore after he gave it to her. And when she said, and when Zach was like, look, I paid you. You kept throwing the fact that you spent thousands of dollars on me and all this stuff that you did for me, but I gave you every penny that you gave to me. I gave it back. And that's pretty much the last that we heard of it. Even Andy was even like, hey, yo, sis, Zach gave you your money back, right? So that's the last time that we heard about the $75,000. And so fast forward, the shop burns down, and come to find out she doesn't have any insurance. Come to find out she doesn't have any insurance. And come to find out she doesn't have any insurance or what have you. When it's all said and done, Zach is like, it's okay, I'm gonna help you rebuild. And so he gives her a check. We don't know how much that check is. She gets mad at him, tears up the check, and is like, I don't need anything from you. So then she gets an estimate of how much it's going to cost to repair the salon and stuff like that. To this day, we still don't know how much that estimate and stuff like that is. She gets all that money and stuff from the contractor, aka Symbol. Anyway, we get all of that from him, and Andi says that she is going. She goes to Andi, tell Andi how much it is. Andi says that she's going to give her the money for it, and she does. She takes the check to the contractor so that the contractor can start repairing the salon. The contractor is like, hey, instead of you repairing the salon, there's another building which is around the corner. It's the same amount as this building. How about you invest in that building around the corner? So Karen calls Zach and is like, hey, do you know of a realtor? Zach is like, yeah. And he gives her Valerie's number. So she calls Valerie. Valerie sends over the other girl. Here we are now. And she's working on the new building that she's currently in. She calls up Sabrina in episode 2 of season 7 and says, hey, Sabrina, do you think that you can see about getting me a personal loan? Sabrina is like, but didn't you just get a business loan? And she said, yeah, but that's almost gone. And Pam is buying all of this stuff that I don't need. And I got my own bills and I have a baby coming. So here we are now. So my question is, where is all the money going? What is Karen doing with all of the money? If Andi gave her a check for the repairs, which she used said check to get the building that she's currently in, on top of that check, which I'm going to assume that she used that check to give to the contractor and the realtor. Okay, that's what I'm going to assume. I'm going to assume that she used that check to give to Symbol. And Symbol took that money and dipped. But anyway, I'm going to assume that she gave that money to him. Okay. And that's why she had to get the business loan. She got the business loan to fix it. I'm going to assume that Symbol took that money, he ran off on the plug twice, and she was like, you know what, I'm not gonna dream deferred. I'm not gonna let this stop my dreams. I'm here, which if that's the case, I respect it. So I'm going to assume that she got a business loan and went ahead and said, you know what, fresh start, I'm gonna move forward with this anyway. And if she did do that, Big ups to Karen. I respect it. You know? So she did that. And personally, I think that one place that all of her money is going, not just from where we are now, but from season 1 all the way up until now. Personally, I think the bulk of her money is going into Pam's pocket. I think that Pam ran scams and all galore through that shop. I think that Pam did a whole bunch of stuff because, like I said, Pam has access to Karen's books. Pam has access to all of Karen's stuff. And if you notice, Pam is the one that's always bringing Zach's name up. Pam is the one that always wants Karen to get back with Zach because Pam knows that if Karen gets back with Zach, Karen is preoccupied and occupied and worried and stuff with Zach, that she can creep on over and do whatever it is that she want to do with all the money. And when in doubt, when it's all said and done, Pam can use Zach as the scapegoat and blame everything on Zach. Zach gonna take the blame for it anyway because he done cheated, because he done lied, because he's done all of this stuff. And he's not gonna say nothing. And at the end of the day, all Zach and Karen gonna do is make up, break up, get it in that back room, and then be back together anyway. But it backfired on both Karen and Pam when Fatima came along. And Zach said, you know what? Forget you. I'm moving on with my life to bigger and better. I got something better. I got a better job. I got a better woman. I ain't fooling with you no more. But anyway, that's one theory that I have as far as where all of the money is going regarding Karen. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like I said, I think that one place that the money is going is into Pam's pocket. And that's one reason why Karen ain't firing her, because she know what she doing. And she like, well, she's stealing all the money anyway. I ain't got to pay her. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. And you guys have a wonderful day.